Hi friends, it's Em and welcome back to another video. Today we are setting up my book journal for January. I'm so excited. I am using a bunch of the little library cards from the Pipsticks Vision Board pack, as well as some washi from Archer and Olive, some calligraphs, and some graph paper that my husband ripped out of one of his notebooks because I didn't have any, but it actually works out perfectly and matches. I am so excited for this year of reading, particularly because my NetGalley shelf is under control. I have like a maximum of 5 books that let's use air quotes here, have to read. I still do need to catch up on book reviews from last year, but you know, I'm working on it. One thing that I want to try, maybe just a little bit, is for my TBRs, if I don't know something about the book, I could look it up. So at least for this video, I have every single book on my TBR's Goodreads description pulled up, and I'm raring to go, so we can just dive right into it. The first book on my TBR for the month is Careless People, a cautionary tale of power, greed, and lost idealism. So part of this is because in January we always read a nonfiction book for the Knox Book Club. This month we also have an additional fiction book because, you know, I mean, not everyone wants to read a nonfiction book, and that's okay. This is about it's the Facebook memoir, essentially. It's like a whistleblower who worked at Facebook, and I'm just really excited to read it. The fiction book for the month for Knox Book Club is One of the Boys by Victoria Zeller, and this, I believe, is a trans football novel. It's YA. And Lauren told me that she was reading it and it was really good, and I was like, well, great, we'll do that. So that's sort of where we're going for the month for book club. Another nonfiction book. I do know why. I have a goal of reading 12 nonfiction books, and, you know, sometimes it's nice to front load a little bit, read as many nonfiction books in January as I can so that I get a few months off in the future. So this is Tiny Habits, the Small Changes That Change Everything. I've read Atomic Habits, but here, this is all about starting small, and I think that that's something that I need to think of a lot for my goals. It's, you know, starting with 2 push-ups a day rather than a 2-hour workout, or 5 deep breaths rather than an hour of meditation. I'm excited for that, and there's things in it that we already know about habit stacking, behavioral formulas, etc., but I think that it's going to be a good book, so I'm here for it. Also, I have some books that I'm reading for my 12 Friends, 12 Recs. So that is, the first is A Forgery of Fate by Elizabeth Lim. She wrote 6 Crimson Cranes, which I very much enjoyed. And this one is a romantic fantasy. I don't think it's going to be a romantasy per se, but it's inspired by Beauty and the Beast, and I'm excited. I really do. I love her writing. I already have the ebook of this on my shelf, so I'm ready. Another rec is Heartless Hunter, which I've heard so many things about. All good. I have not heard a bad thing about this book. And so this is a duology, which is exciting because the second one has already come out, at least I think. So if I like it, I can just read the second one. Great. It's on Kindle Unlimited, which also very, very helpful. But it's a YA fantasy, and about a crimson moth that's her name, who is a vigilante and also a witch. Like, hell yeah, witch hunters, all the vibes. I'm very excited. Jess from Knit Plan Jess loves this book, and so I took that. I didn't ask her for a recommendation. I just know that she would recommend this book, so that's the one that I took. Also, branching out a little bit, Shelby recommended Ne'er-Do Well by Alexander Vasti, which I have all 3 of these books on audio in my Libro shelf. I'm just, I'm not a huge historical person, so it's always helpful to have someone be like, yes, I think you would like this book. And so this is it's a Regency, sort of a little bit feminist, rompy, smutty time, and it's the first in the Belvoir's Library series. So we will see if I like it. I am excited. Then we have a sort of a collection of books in series that I'm reading. So I have the Redo List by Denise Williams. The only reason that this is still on my TBR is because I want to listen to the audio. I love the audio of Denise's books. And so this is kind of a somewhat connected book to Just Our Luck. And I'm excited just because I love her writing. This is about, it's about a redo list. So kind of think like a bucket list and getting a redo at your important moments. I think it's going to be a really good time. Then we also have Get Over It, April Evans, which is the second Clover Lake book by Ashley Herring Blake. And we're focusing on April. And we get to meet a new person. I definitely thought it was going to be with one of the characters that was previously introduced, but we're going to get to see April and Daphne, which Daphne is a great name for a character. And the long-awaited, by me at least, Amari and the Metalwork Menace. This is a middle grade series. It's the Supernatural Investigations series, and I love it. Do I know what the Metalwork Menace is? Absolutely not. I presume that it will be introduced during the book. And then I just kind of have a hodgepodge of things left. We have Playing for Keeps by Alexander Bellafleur, which is a sapphic rom-com about 2 rival publicists who are forced to work together when their famous clients start dating. I also have The Body by Bethany C. Morrow, which is a horror about one woman who must survive a series of bizarre and escalating attacks on her marriage. I have no idea what that even means, but I'm here for it. Another book that I literally only got because Julia Whalen was the narrator is Home of the American Circus. It's the little blurb is a luminous new story of redemption, breaking generational curses, and the power of family in its truest form. I honestly don't know if there will be an actual circus in this or not. Couldn't tell you. And yeah, maybe I have an overly ambitious TBR this month because I have Honeybee Mine, which is about a beekeeper and a bad boy. I Think They Love You, which is like a second chance, fake dating, and the 6th Finley Donovan book. But I hope you enjoyed actually hearing me talk about the books. Let me know if you liked that. If you don't, I can go back. It's fine. Comment down below what you're excited to read in January. And as always, happy planning.